Yeah, what's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this Money Making Thursday here with the Pig Dogs Morning Show. Ready to continue to cook up some action, man. Y'all know what we got going on today. We got Major League Baseball Thursday, so we got a lot of day baseball. Stanley Cup playoffs in full swing still, and the NBA playoffs going on, man. Great time of year, man. Ready to talk through it. Got Chris, got Ron. What's happening, Chris? How you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah, remember how yesterday I said the NBA was going to be a little bit doggy yesterday? I lied. It was the National Blowout Association yesterday. All the favorites came through. Sorry, the Miami Heat, I think, covered.
Well, technically, the Magic covered as a dog, and the Cavs and the Heat covered too.
Oh, there you go. Well,
The
it was a
Boston
favorite money line day.
all day, and then the Cavs.
Yeah.
Nobody went out right though.
Yeah. So that's okay. I took a shot at a couple dogs yesterday, and fortunately, the Diamondbacks let me down in extra innings, but it's fine. We're gonna come back at it today. There's decent MLB card. There's some nice spots on there, and I stand by it. Playoff hockey, nothing beats it. It's some of the best. The only thing I can rival it with is like March Madness, but other than that, those are my two favorite times a year. So I'm ready to break down the card with you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Romanelli, what's happening?
Good morning. I think the dogs are going to rule the day in baseball today. I think there's a few of them that getting a great price that are going to bark today. So that's what I'm looking at in baseball. Yesterday, had our NBA game of the month on the Rockets. It was nice to see a wire winner there. Usually in the NBA it's back and forth. Got to watch the final few moments, but Houston was up by double digits for the most of that game. So it's going to be a good series. I think it's going to go the distance. But Houston evened it up.
Yes, they did. I was on the other side of that one yesterday, unfortunately. Shout out the Rockets, man. Shout out to them. That's all you can really say. I do think Jimmy Butler going down in the first quarter played a pretty big piece in that. Was it the only reason why? Nah, because the Rockets kind of were. It was trending towards that way anyway. But hopefully Jimmy comes back. Is ready to go for Game 3. Yeah, that Boncaro, man, another meaningless fucking bucket, bro. Boncaro with that meaningless bucket against the Celtics, and then the Cavs, man, they looked like the Cavs. They had done a lot down the stretch of the regular season. Pre All-Star break, the Cavs were dominant from an ATS perspective, but down the stretch, post All-Star break, there were a couple spots where they would let their foot off the gas third, fourth quarter, even though they were up pretty tremendously, and they would win and fail to cover. And that's exactly what happened last night. So is what it was, be what it be. Money Making Thursday, ready to do the damn thing today. What did happen yesterday, though, was the best team in hockey is back. We're back. Oh, my God. That was a hell of a game last night, man. Oh, my goodness. I needed that because my feelings was hurt what the NBA did to me last night, but the Stars brought some joy back, man. It's gonna be a hell of a series, man. But if I felt like the Stars found some life in overtime in Game 2, and I was curious to see if they could carry it over on the road to Game 3. I didn't feel like they would be scared going into Colorado because of what they did their last season in the postseason. And what a game, what a win! Can we keep it rolling? So, yeah, that was yesterday. What's Jimmy Butler's status? I don't know as of right now. Currently, I haven't looked. I would say probably right now it would just be questionable for Game 3.
You got to call him after the show.
I'm gonna call him personally. Hey Jimmy, you playing? That's what
I call him Jimmy. I'm still on the James. I'm only allowed to call him James. James Butler.
James Butler.
I call him Jimmy.
All right, fellas, let's talk some baseball today, man. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. Let's talk some diamond. Oh, what else we got today? I almost forgot. Duh. At the NFL draft today. Couple teams. I kind of been following the draft the last couple of days. It's kind of weird, man. Shador went from bona fide top 3 pick. Now look like he going 21. I would say this is one of the drafts where I feel like by this point in the last couple seasons, we kind of knew how the draft was going to shake up. I feel like don't nobody know what the hell can happen today. I feel like a lot of people have Cam Ward as 1, and then after that, all chaos could break loose. So it's going to be interesting. Any draft thoughts from you guys today?
It seems like Gentry's just gone up and up in the projections as it's gone on. I think he'll be drafted in the top 4. I think he could go number 4. I think you actually can get pretty good odds on that right now. But you could have gotten a lot better odds a week ago. So you missed the number a little bit, but I think it's like plus 500 for him to be drafted number 4 overall. So that's something I'll sprinkle a little bit today. But usually I don't do too much. I watch the draft just to watch it, but don't bet too much. But that would be one I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm just hoping my Patriots get Travis Hunter, but I don't think we will.
What y'all got, 4?
Yeah, probably going to get Will Campbell out of Michigan, it looks like.
That's where I think they go Gentry.
Nah, I think Gentry is either going 5 to Jacksonville, and if he does go 4, that means somebody traded up to go 4 to get him.
Yeah. I think he's still going 6 to Vegas.
Yeah. What do the Browns do? Do the Browns take Travis? Like, that's the $1 million question. Like, I don't know.
If they do, Travis Hunter's going back to Colorado.
So,
hashtag I ain't coming to Cleveland.
Where do you want the Cowboys? What are they, number 12?
12.
What do you want to see? What position?
Wide receiver. I think personally, I either want McMillan or Matthew Golden. I want a playmaker. So I either want Matthew Golden out of Texas or McMillan out of Arizona. But like I said, even in the chat, like there's no consensus on what's happening. You're seeing Browns taking Carter, Browns might be taking Hunter. Like it's dicey right there at 2. What the Browns do, and then do the Giants trade out of there because they're not probably taking Shador, or do they take Carter right there? And then it's just a domino effect. If Travis is sitting there at 4, are the Patriots taking him right there? So it's like it's a lot going on today. I'm excited to see the draft, man. But for me, I want to see where Shador goes. That's for me. That's the biggest. This is somebody who I've like essentially watched grow up right alongside me. Like, here in Texas, like everybody knew who Shador was when you were, we were all the same age playing football, trying to play for Truth here in Dallas, man. So just to see his journey and finally today's the day he's going to get drafted is absolutely insane. Like, so shout out to them, man. A lot of people's dreams coming true today. I saw some people comparing this draft to what was that, 2013? I said, okay, chill. 2013 was terrible. But let's see. The only good like top 10 pick in that 2013 draft was like Lane Johnson to the Eagles. I think like Tavon Austin went 9 to the Rams.
Was that the Jameis Winston draft?
Was that the Jameis? No, I don't think that was the Jameis draft. That was the draft that the Jags took lineman Jocko. That draft was terrible. Like, look, if you read off the like top 15, there's guys you might be even still be like, who the hell is that?
Oh yeah.
So
Eric Fisher went 1. Lane Johnson went 4.
Was that the EJ Manuel?
Yeah.
Because that, yeah.
Oh God. Oh.
yeah, I told you.
EJ Manuel's the only quarterback taken in the first round. Geno Smith went second round. Mike Glennon, third round.
I told you the 2013 draft was terrible. They're trying to act like it's that. I'm like, I don't know.
The Matt Barkley debacle. Ryan Nassib, Tyler Wilton. Oh my God. Landry Jones. Oh my God. Yeah, this was
DeAndre Hopkins was in there. He went 27.
Kyle Juszczyk.
Cordell Patterson went 29. Travis Frederick went 31. This is the top of that draft was terrible. Yeah. We shall see. Let's talk some baseball, though, fellas. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. Let's make some money today, man. Money making Thursday. My day started bad. The vibes yesterday went off the rails for me the minute I didn't get that Yerfie in. The minute I didn't get that Yerfie in yesterday, the vibes just went off the rail. And they came out cashed, easy. I was mad. Oh, well. Let's do it again today. We got the White Sox and the Twins. Paddock on the mound for Minnesota. Red Sox and the Mariners. Garrett Crochet versus who? Woo. That's a Mr. Brian Woo. And we got the Royals and the Rockies, game 1. Cole Ragans versus Marquez. Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the under in that Rockies-Royals game. I just think it's going to be another, low-scoring game instead of yesterday. Going into today, the Royals have scored 4 runs or less in 17 straight. Even with Germán Marquez going here, the Rockies, the Royals have not hit right-handed pitching well this season. So I think they'll put up enough, but I don't see them breaking 4 runs here. And I think Cole Ragans is dominant today. The Rockies stink against lefties, especially on the road. So give me the under in that one. Give me the White Sox plus 1.5. Again, I think this was the spot to take a shot on the White Sox. I just don't trust Chris Paddock. And Shane Smith, while he's still got that sub-3 ERA and is probably going to regress at some point, the White Sox have actually lost by 1 run in each of his first 2 road starts of the season. So I think I just don't want to lay this kind of price with Minnesota or chase a run line. So I'll take a shot on the White Sox plus 1.5. Lean towards the under in that Seattle-Boston game as well. I think that could be a good game for some strikeout props. Garrett Crochet or Brian Woo.
Who?
Woo.
Woo.
Woohoo.
Woo. Woo.
Woo.
Woo.
Well, for me, I like an under, but I like the Twins under. I think Chris Paddock pitches a lot better this time around than the first matchup against these White Sox. He's been in much better form. And Smith has been one of the better options in the White Sox rotation. I don't think it's going to be a perfect start for him, but I think he'll be good enough against the Twins team. It's still missing a few contributors in that lineup. And there's also some not so great weather. So I do expect more of the bullpens to be a factor. And while the White Sox bullpen is miserable, the Twins do have a strong pen. So I just think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Twins find a way to win it. So it can be the under. And I think you go Rockies money line game 1 and game 2. Even price. Same amount per wager. So if your unit is $50, $100, $50 game 1, $50 game 2. I think you'll turn a profit. I think they at least win one of the two, if not potentially long shot sweep the doubleheader. I just think when you look at the Royals, Chris just mentioned 17 in a row, right, of scoring less than 4 runs. How can you lay minus 250 or lay 1.5 runs with a team like that? I mean, their offense is just as inconsistent, just as struggling as this Rockies team. Reagan's coming off his worst start of the season. Lorenzen's got big time, regression concerns and an ERA in the mid 4s already. Dolander's got a lot of upside to his game. He's the number 1 prospect in this organization. And Marquez, he has been miserable. It's been tough to watch. But again, the Royals are second worst in baseball in isolated power against right-handed pitching. They've been one of the worst lineups against righties this season. If there was a spot for Marquez to bounce back, this would be the game. I mean, he shut out the Phillies in the first game of the season. Then he had tough matchups against the A's, Padres, and Dodgers. He's faced a very tough strength of schedule. This is the weakest lineup he's faced all season. So I'm going to take the Rockies game 1 and game 2.
I believe in doing. I've taken the White Sox in back-to-back days, man. So what's one more? What's one more? Come on, White Sox. Let's do it, bro. They be having chances, too. That's what made me mad. They be having chances. The Twins sweep. It don't even sound right. Twins sweep don't even sound right. Today's the day. Today's the day. Let's do it, White Sox. I'm not telling y'all to join me if you ain't ready, but that's where I'm at. And then I like an under, though. I like under Mariners, Red Sox. 2 starting options two starting options who are just fine, in my opinion. I know the Mariners actually been hitting the baseball of recent, 8 runs in 3 of the last 4 games. Red Sox kind of been hitting the baseball a little bit too. Pitchers dual style game today, though. I think this is going to be a classic. Let's go 4-3, whoever wins it. 4-3 under. I honestly think Seattle's live here. So maybe even a Seattle run line. What's the odds on that run line today, Seattle?
It's a little juicy, but I think it's a good look.
Minus 135-ish. That's not bad. 1.5 in my back pocket.
I see 130. Shop those numbers.
Shop the numbers. Yeah, I'm feeling Seattle run line in an under style game in that one. Royals, Rockies. Oof. Rockies on the road. Oof. I hear y'all. I understand. Am I personally taking this shot today? Probably not. So, that's just my thoughts on this first slot today in baseball.
Yeah, take a shot. Brenton Doyle's back. Best player on the team.
I'm going to get on them Rockies here soon, especially like when the weather warm up in Denver. I'm going to be on the Rockies and the Rockies. Right now, it's still cold up there. They're not ready to play baseball, man. We got the Brewers and the Giants. We got the Royals-Rockies game, too. And Orioles-Nationals. Manila.
I'm going to go Giants first 5, laying 0.5 run. I think Landon Roop's a good option for San Francisco. I think we'll see his ERA continue to decline or shrink, I guess is a better word. Tobias Myers making a season debut. Great season last year in his rookie season. I think he pitches well in 2025, but it's his season debut. Just a couple of rehab starts, and his strikeout stuff wasn't the best in those. I think the Giants can find a couple of runs on him early to at least win the first 5 innings. You could take the Giants in the full game as well, but it's minus 150 on the money line, and I don't really want to lay a full game run line. So I think first 5, laying 0.5 run may be the best play in that game. I also like the Nationals. I like the way they're playing. I like the fact that the Orioles have been miserable against lefties. Gore is the best lefty in this rotation, but Mitchell Parker, another lefty in the rotation, was dominant against these Orioles in the first game of the series. So Nationals bullpen, you have to sweat through it, but I think Washington wins this game.
Man, shout out to the Nationals, man. They jumped out to that early lead yesterday. Was able to hold on, get that one done. We loved the Nationals last night on the drive-through. I'm gonna take them again today. These are they're favored today. Oh shit, we're not even getting plus money. They ain't letting us beat them up no more. But I mean, I'm on the Nationals. This is where the spots where we like them. Home. Orioles just feel tremendously overrated and overvalued right now. Povich not in great form. Mackenzie Gore is actually the better starting option. I'm taking the Nationals. Let's not overcomplicate this shit today. And I'm taking the Giants today because I know Mitch would have. He took the Giants every day, so I'm on the Giants. Chris?
Yeah, I'm on board with pretty much that right there. I mean, I got to go with the Nationals. I like Mackenzie Gore in this spot against an Orioles team that's been brutal against lefties this season. I'm going to go with the Giants, but I'm going to go full game. I just think that, if you got Tobias Myers making his debut here, if he has a shortened start, that's going to put extra work on a Brewers bullpen that got called into action fairly early yesterday. Landon Roop's got some solid strikeout numbers. I think the Giants, just continuing to deliver. I think they win the series here. And again, I'm going to go back to the under with the Rockies and the Royals game too. I think Lorenzen can have a solid start here. The Rockies do hit righties a little bit better, but again, that Royals offense gives me pause, and DeLander does have some solid stuff as well. He's still a highly touted prospect in that organization. He's just got to limit the home runs. I mean, he's given up 8 home runs in his 3 starts so far, but again, 6 of those were at Coors Field. So if you can limit those, I think he'll have some success here. Again, I like the under 8.5 in that one.
Last slot in today in Major League Baseball, we got the Pirates of Pittsburgh. Morozinski, he's on the mound versus Tyler Alexander. No, it's not Tyler Alexander. This is Tyler Anderson. Is there a Tyler Alexander? Or did I just make that up?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Where does he pitch? Who does he pitch for?
Brewers.
Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
He's a lefty too.
Okay. I thought, maybe I didn't just make it up. Rays and the Diamondbacks, Rasmussen versus Corbin Burns. Is Corbin going to get his shit together? And why do all the cold pitchers go to Arizona and die? Like, I don't understand.
Chase Field's a hitter-friendly park.
My guy Rodriguez was going off for the Tigers. He done went to Arizona, been shit. Montgomery was the GOAT in the playoffs for my Rangers. He went to Arizona, been some shit. Corbin Burns, I mean, he ain't one of my guys, but he's definitely one of the better pitchers in baseball. He ain't look good this season. If I'm a pitcher, I'm staying far the hell away from Arizona. Small sample size. Just letting y'all know my thoughts. Give me the Rays today, man. Give me the Rays. The Diamondbacks, man, were a very trendy pick last night. And I saw a lot of people thoroughly disappointed. What did they hit into a double play last night to end the game? Trash. Runners on base, I think. Just trash. Tampa Bay, sneaky little team. I know Tampa Bay hasn't been great on the road this season. I think that was Tampa Bay's first road win of the season. They played a lot at home, though, to start the season. Rubber match today. I like the plus money. I think this game is a 50-50 game. And I think Tampa's a team I'm gonna bet more often than not this season. Like if I'm on the fence and I'm getting plus money with Tampa, I would rather be on them. I think Tampa, Miami, those are 2 teams who I think people think they're going to be way worse than they actually are going to be. So we're going to be able to get value on those teams more often than not. That's all I'm saying. So in a game like this, I'll attack Tampa plus money line. As I said yesterday, the Angels are just overrated, overvalued. I know the Pirates haven't been great this season, but I didn't see why the Angels were sizable favorites yesterday. Anderson is serviceable. He's good, I guess, but minus 155 with the Angels at home. I don't think the gap between these two teams is that big. Small lane for me on the Pirates in a very winnable spot, even though Motozinski's terrible. But it ain't all about starting pitchers sometimes. I've learned that lesson over the last couple seasons. Small lane for me on the Pirates. Chris?
Yeah, it's a lean towards the Pirates for me in that one, just based on the price, but I'm not rushing to bet it. I will take the Diamondbacks again, though. It's just a lean, though, not as strong as it was my play of the day yesterday, but Drew. Yeah, I know. Yeah, kicked me in the nuts.
Did they? What was that? The game they hit into the double play to end it?
Yeah.
Terrible.
They got out of a couple of jams. I thought maybe they'll have the momentum, but no, they loaded up the bases and then fell short. But Corbin Burns has not looked like he's been worth the price tag that they paid for him. But I still think this could be a decent spot, just being at home. The Diamondbacks, I still haven't, gone against their bats against right-handed pitching. I think Rasmussen, the start that he's had to the season is great, but again, it's just I don't know if it's going to be sustainable much longer. I think Arizona could be a team to get to him. And I lean towards the Rangers here. I just think this is a price I'm willing to take Jacob deGrom at.
I forgot to talk about that game. I don't know what's going through my head.
I just thought you chalked it up as a foregone conclusion that you were taking the Rangers. So.
Yeah, well, pretty much. So good, pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, I like this Athletics lineup. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to take a shot with them this season, but it's not often you're going to get Jacob deGrom at this price. So give me the Rangers.
Ron, are you a DeGrom hater? I feel like you might be a DeGrom hater on the line.
No.
You love DeGrom?
No. Yeah.
Okay. I just was asking.
How dare you? Give me the A's. No. I was a little bit worried about DeGrom after the Mariners start, but his velo was right back to where it needed to be in his last game. It was vintage DeGrom. So good sign to see. I think he pitches well in that game. I don't love the price tag, but I think that JT again could be in trouble. So I think I'd lay the run line with the Rangers to try to get a better price. But I'll also take the Rays plus money. Tampa Bay, like Jay mentioned, a lot of games at home so far, and I think that's by design because pretty soon in Florida it rains every day in the afternoon. And so most times torrential downpours. So they're trying to limit the amount of rain delays. There's going to be a good amount of them at Steinbrenner Field this year. But anyway, they're 1-4 on the road, not great. I still think though at this price, Burns has not been that ace level starter yet. Rasmussen's been really strong, sub-1 ERA. Diamondbacks are a good lineup, number one right now against righties, but I think the Rays are still competitive there. They're top 5 in OPS against righties. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. I think they get the Burns.
I guess I didn't think about that. They don't have a roof on Tampa no more. Got blew off. Now they in Yankee Field. That's what I like to call it. Some homeless A's, man, got a dub last night. That's what Tony calls it. That shit cracked me up every time. Let's talk some NHL, man. Let's talk some National Hockey League Association. The Lightning, they dropped game 1 at home. I was thoroughly shocked to see it happen. Do they rebound today and make this a series? They're minus 125 today over the Panthers. The Leafs are in uncharted territory. This team is up 2-0 in the playoffs. What the hell is going on? Are they just setting up themselves for another ultimate choke job? The world may never know. We'll find out at least something about it tonight. We got the Las Vegas Golden Knights after coughing one up in Vegas the other night in Minnesota. Minnesota is a home dog plus, what is that, 135? And we got the Jets, Jets looking to take a commanding 3-0 series lead in St. Louis. It's only right that we start with Mr. Wraparound himself.
Hold on. Come back to me. There's something missing here.
What's missing? Okay, he said come back. All right. Give him a second. Hold on. Let me see. Before we do that,
Mr. Drama Queens. He's
right?
put his Maple Leafs jersey on, pajamas.
Probably. So why doing that? It's only right that before we do it, we. Feel me? I ain't did it in a while. It was time.
Senators win tonight.
Ooh, he snuck it in. Senators.
They were the better team in game 2. They're going to come out with fire. Ottawa playoff hockey home. Electric. Senators win tonight, and this line is on the move. You could have got minus 110. Now it's 130, 125. I still like it. Senators win tonight.
You shut your filthy whore mouth.
Tyrell Rove, you wouldn't put the jersey on. Okay. 3-0 series lead coming tonight, Chris?
It would be logical for the Senators to get back in the series here. But what have I said all along? Brady Tkachuk, what a schmuck. Ottawa sucks. Maple Leafs in 4.
In 4? Oh, sweet. Bring the brooms out.
Maple Leafs in 5, but fuck the Senators.
They win tonight, Senators money line.
Let's go.
Sorry. Readjust
I like
my
that jersey. I do. I do like that jersey. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
I say
1802, 1803. Okay. Abe Lincoln was the coach. I got you.
Yeah. This is the best we looked. Sorry, I just had to put the jersey on.
Like good.
I had a feeling I was going to have a nonsense detractor today.
What else you like today in hockey?
I like the Lightning in a bounce back, honestly. Game 1 was very un-Andre Vasilevsky like. He just had a really bad start. But realistically, if there's one thing I've learned as a Leafs fan from all those series where we played Tampa Bay, is that you don't fade Tampa Bay and Andre Vasilevsky off a loss. Usually comes back really strong. The team usually follows up behind it. So give me Tampa Bay. I don't see them going down 0-2 to Florida. So give me the Lightning. And give me Winnipeg. Sometimes the team just has your number. I think that's what's happening here with Winnipeg over St. Louis. St. Louis is showing like they're looking like the team that really struggled to score a lot in the second half of the season and lost quite a few games because of it. And Connor Hellebuck is just on another level right now in goal for Winnipeg. So the only way I think St. Louis is going to start to win games in the series if it's 1-0, because I mean that's St. Louis' best shot here. So give me the Jets on the money line.
Senators win tonight.
Alrighty. Let's see what I like today. I agree, Chris. I'm with the Lightning tonight. Do or die. A home dominant team cannot afford to fall down 0-2 heading on the road to the Panthers of all teams, the damn Panthers who just find life in the postseason. I understand plus money I said this the other day, plus money with the Panthers in the playoffs, fading them in the playoffs is not fun. It's not fun at all. But tonight, I think the Lightning have no choice. I'm on Tampa. I need to go look at this stat. I feel like when Minnesota, I saw this in the betting tools a while back. I wish I could pull it up right now. When the Minnesota Wild are listed as dogs at home, they almost never fucking win. Ever. Like, ever. Chris, you think you could look that up for me? I know it's a weird stat, but do you think you could look that up? Minnesota as a home underdog?
I can try. It's going to take me a minute.
Let me see if I can do it right quick. Let me see.
Actually, hold on. No, I can. Give me a sec.
Nah, yeah, I don't have NHL in this system. Damn. But I want to say, bro, they like 1 in like 40. It's not that bad, but it's like it's something bad. When they're listed as a home underdog, man, they almost never do it. So I know they did steal one in Las Vegas. I think Vegas comes back, wins this one. Minnesota might try to make it interesting in game 4 at home. But only way I could bet in this one is Las Vegas.
5-6 this season.
5-6 this season.
They won 5 of their last 6 in it. They started 0-5.
Okay, so maybe that's what it was. Shout out to Wild. I'm still leaning towards the Golden Knights. I want to take the Blues, but like y'all know me and fading the Jets, man. Y'all know what it is. But you also know me and them home dog Blues. Fuck it, we on the Blues. Let's do it. We doing it. We doing it. It's just as a J spot, man. Blues, home dog, Jets. Y'all know we love to fade them when the situation arises. Let's get it done, Blues. This might be the Blues' only win of the series today. And then I'm with Chris. $3-0 after tonight.
That was really creepy face. That's going to be a meme.
3-0 after tonight, man. Let's do it, Leafs.
No chance.
No
chance.
I think so.
Mm-mm.
Earlier this season, I had already declared that the Leafs were a different team this year than they had been in years past. I'd already told Chris this probably. I went to the game where they played the Stars. I said, I kind of like this Leafs team this year. Watch out for them. I ain't really been on Chris' ass that much about them this year, man. And they look different. They up 2-0 in the playoffs. When the last time the Leafs been up 2-0?
Would either of you like to wager
a hat?
Mm-hmm.
I could use a new Maple Leafs hat. I only got one hockey hat for my Stars. I could use a Maple Leafs hat. Let's do it. I'm in.
All right. I want to know in hockey hat bets with Mr. Francis. But I went and bought a Gonzaga hat with it.
I'm in.
All right. Go Sens, go.
Let's go Maple Leafs. All right, that's hockey, man. Let's talk some NBA basketball, some National Basketball Association. We got the New York Knickerbockers out on the road versus the Detroit Pistons. Pistons 1.5-point home dogs, total 214. Romanelli, any thoughts?
The Knicks are going to bounce back tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, he scored 10 points in game 2. He'll be a lot sharper. He's got to be. Stephen A. Smith went on a big rant. I saw. He's right. He's got to show up. It can't be just the Jalen Brunson show, even though he definitely is big in these types of games. That's why they brought in Cat, and they passed on the other front court members that were very effective last couple of years. I think that the Knicks bounce back. I think defensively, still very, very sound team. It's going to be a great home court advantage, obviously, in Detroit. A fan base waiting for a game like this. But I think the Knicks bounce back, and at a reasonable price, very reasonable, I'll take the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. I'm taking the Pistons here. I'm just sticking to the narrative. That's all I'm doing here. The Knicks are overrated and over fucking valued. And that was evident.
How can you say that at this number?
Because they shouldn't even be favored. Yes,
they should.
No, they shouldn't.
So you don't think the Knicks are the better team?
No.
Okay.
Slightly, yes, they're the better team. Let me be for real. Slightly, yes, they're the better team, but that doesn't justify them being favorites in this game, and it has to do with who these two teams have been full season. Remember, the Knicks won the very first game of this season series in the regular season. That game was back in November. After that game, the Pistons won the next 3. Then what did we see in game one? The Pistons showed that what happened in the regular season wasn't a fluke, as they came out and controlled game one thoroughly through three quarters. Now, the Knicks did wake up and dominate the fourth quarter. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Knicks. I gave them credit for that. I even took them in game two. I took the Knicks in game two. My words were, the Knicks showed me what I was looking to see from this team late fourth quarter against the Detroit Pistons. I was worried about it, but they showed me what they needed to see. And then game two, they came out and showed me again that they're the overrated, overvalued Knicks. The Pistons.
Since you're salty that they lost for you in game two,
no,
now you're against them in game three.
No. So basically what I'm saying is in the last 5 games between these two teams, the Pistons have controlled the game. The Pistons have controlled the game for the last 5 games these two teams have played against each other. And the only one the Knicks won in that span, they had a great fourth quarter. Now, on top of that, you add on Detroit ain't been in the playoffs really in my entire fucking lifetime. So you telling me their first home playoff game in quite some time, bro? This venue is finna be on 1 million. Y'all see how them Detroit fans was acting for them Lions when they finna be acting more of an ass today for them Pistons. Like, I think this is gonna be a historic home venue tonight. Like I NBA basketball, especially in smaller markets, that home venue matters. That's been evident in Indiana. That's been evident in Oklahoma City. And I think it's going to be evident tonight in Detroit. I still think
Bucks have him as a dog.
I think that's the New York tax. That's the New York tax. Like, I've preached about it all season. Now,
public's on Detroit. I mean, we that's clear.
I think the Pistons likely win this game tonight. New York bounces back, wins game 4. We'll see what happens in the remainder of the series. But for me in this one, it's just I've seen Detroit now control the game between the Knicks in 4 straight. They fell apart in one of them, and that's what ultimately cost them in game 1 at home at the crib. I don't think that happens. And it's probably start time to having an uncomfortable conversation about Cade Cunningham. It's probably start time we had that uncomfortable conversation. I think he's a top 5 guard in the NBA. And to add on to that, argument can be had he's an even better guard than the guard on the other side of the floor. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. Luka, Curry, Shea, Cade, Brunson. That's how I go. And they're my top 5 guards in the NBA. And I got Cade 4 as of right now. Hot take, maybe.
Poor Shea.
Shea's probably 2. It's Luka, Shea, Curry. That's my thoughts. Chris, how you feeling?
I think the 18-year drought probably going to be over. I think the Pistons get the win at home. First home playoff.
Is that how long? 18 years since they had a home playoff win?
First, because they were swept in 08-09, didn't make the playoffs again until 15-16, got swept by the Cavs, and then 18-19 they got swept by the Bucks.
It's going to be an emotional night, and the Knicks are going to walk away with a W. I remember when the Islanders made the playoffs for the first time in 7 years, first time in my lifetime as a kid. Game 3, home game against the Penguins. Oh, boy. Islanders strike first. I think they even scored the first 2 goals, and they lose in heartbreaking fashion in overtime. Must have been 11 years old, just crying my eyes out. Pistons fans, crying your eyes out tonight.
But the Knicks are not prime Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin. They're like prime Logan Couture, and which wasn't very good. And I think the Pistons get it done. Maybe I'm just being a sentimental fan, but who knows? And I'm going to take a shot on the Nuggets and the points. I think this is going to be one of those series where it is just going to be close throughout. I think the Clippers win at home, but I could see it being another close game, another one that comes down to the wire. These two teams have been physical.
We only did one.
Hmm?
We only did one.
Only what?
We only did one game.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Very good.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Let's see what he's got. Go ahead.
Right back to you, though. Right back to you. But that's not even the next game. That's
Yeah. Who knows what this guy's doing?
Sorry, I blanked. I blanked.
It happens. It happens.
When Ron said Islanders and play out. Yeah.
Knicks, Senators, parlay. There's my parlay. Spoiler alert. Shouldn't have spoiled it before the end of the show. Now we're going to leave. All the viewers are going to leave because they know my parlay.
Let's keep it rolling, fellas.
We all have those 0 for 2 parlays. It's okay.
Yeah, we do sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Thunder Buddies for life. They're on the road versus the Grizzlies. Grizzlies 9.5-point home dogs, total 227.5. This is a tough game for me. The reason it's a tough game for me is everything in my body wants to take Memphis. Memphis is of that ilk of stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib. That's not enough, though. That's not enough. It's not enough. Ultimately, it's just not enough. I'm on the Thunder Buddies. I'm laying it. Thunder Buddies for life. Ultimately, it's how this game plays out in my mind. We've seen these two teams play 6 times this season. Six. All 6 of them have been ass whoopings, non-competitive, behind the woodshed blowout winners. What changes here? The venue? Hell, I'm not even sure if Memphis Grizzlies fans rocking with the team right now. Thunder Buddy's been our favorite money-making team for a reason. The only reason I would even think about it is because Memphis is trustworthy at home. But who Memphis has been in recent memory at home is not great either. So that's pretty much thrown out the window. I'm on the Thunder Buddies. I'm laying it. I think they put belt to ass. Chris?
Yeah, you could say that, everything in you wants to take the Grizzlies, but the one part of me that doesn't want to take the Grizzlies is my brain. Give me the Thunder here. Like you said, all 6 meetings this season, including the 2 in the playoffs, have gone to the Thunder. The 2 closest have been the games that have been played in Memphis. The problem, they were decided by 13 and 17 points. So the Thunder have won 11 straight against the Grizzlies. 9 of the last 10 have been done by double digits. I'm going with the Thunder here. It's what we've always said. Until you have a clear and concise reason to do it, not doing it. Give me the Thunder.
Yeah, I'll lean towards OKC. Not my favorite game. I won't be betting it, but I'll have to lean towards the Thunder.
You're not betting it. They haven't earned just the respect of, I got to put a couple dollars on them just because they're Thunder.
Nope. Because it's a miserable. I don't want to. The team's the best cover team in NBA history. They've won the first 2 games and covered in blowout fashion. I'm a situational handicapper. I don't bet based on the teams, players. It's a situation of you're not getting any value. You're laying 10 points on the road, but in that same breath, they continue to just kick the crap out of the Grizzlies.
No,
so I can't. Now, if OKC, here's what I'm looking at. If the Thunder win this game and cover again in Game 3, I'll be on Memphis Game 4 for sure.
I'm not mad at that. I probably will be too.
I won't.
So that's what I would be rooting for. Better situation.
Yeah. Ultimately, the jam session finna be posted momentarily, and I talked about it on that show. I don't like a single matchup for Memphis in this series. Not a single one. There's nothing I can point to towards Memphis and say, okay, this is the key for them. Nothing. They're outplayed on the perimeter. They're outplayed in the interior. They're outplayed defensively. Even their best player, Ja Morant, he's not even the best guard on the floor. Jaren Jackson Jr. has been outplayed by Hardenstein. Desmond Bane has been pretty much non-existent. There's nothing for me to point towards here for Memphis. So,
do you want to
keep rolling?
Do you want to know how messed up it is with this underline? I'm trying to see if another book has it. The one book I've used most has the Thunder extended line 17.5 at plus 275. That's it.
That's it. Wouldn't shock me either, man. Wouldn't shock the hell out of me. Nuggets Clippers, last game of the night, fellas. Clips, 5.5-point home favorites, total 212. Romanelli. I mean, not Romanelli. Ruffalo. How you feeling?
Oh, I can do it now? Okay. I'm going to take the Nuggets and the points. Like I was saying earlier, before I lost.
How did you just shock? You were on the Clippers 1 and 2. Then this is where you flip.
Before I lost my head, I think the Clippers win. I just think the Nuggets cover. Because we were around a possession in those first two games with the line. Now we're at what, 5.5. The first two games have been decided by what, a combined 5 points. I think it's going to be a tight series the entire way. So give me the Nuggets and the points in that one.
I'm going to take the Nuggets as well. Low scoring game. I think we could see the same score line as last game. I think the Nuggets cover.
I got to go the other way. I'm taking the Clips. I'm just trusting them to be who they've been all season, which is the best home ATS team in the league. They're actually not that anymore. Oklahoma City jumped them. Oklahoma City at home this season is covered in 70.7% of their games. But in my sample size, though, it has the Oklahoma City playoff games in here. If you take the Oklahoma City playoff games out for the regular season, the Clippers were the best home ATS team in the NBA. They just haven't played at home yet in the postseason. Catch my drift. When they were favorites at home this season, man, there were 28 games this season where they were favorites at home. They won and covered in 20 of them. Yeah. This will be the first playoff game in the Intuit Dome. The Clippers no longer the little brother of of the Lakers in the sense of they're sharing an arena. They're out of formerly known as Staples, no longer in crypto. They're in the Intuit. And if you watch the gym session for a lot this season, you heard me say that the Clippers now have an unfair home court advantage. They do. And it was evident in their home numbers this season. They were a completely different team, home and away. You could feel the energy in the regular season games in the Intuit Dome with the wall and some more shit. You could feel it if you watch the Clipper games this season. You turn that up a notch, playoffs. Like, this is when Steve Ballmer envisioned spending whatever he spent, $2.5 billion, $4 billion on a new arena in the playoffs. When he envisioned that, it was for moments like these today. The Nuggets, man, they were thoroughly outplayed through most of game one. They did find a way to win and pull that game out. We've said that about the Nuggets for a lot of the season, for a couple of seasons now. They have a way of pulling games out at home that many other teams just couldn't do. They couldn't do that in game two, though. They got outplayed again in game two, and home court wasn't able to save them. I'm just sticking to what I know. And what I know is Denver is a different team, monster, and animal at home. Denver has an unreal home court advantage at home up there in that elevation. You take them out of that, And now you go to LA, and LA already looked like the better team in Denver. Now LA has a really good home court advantage. I think the line tells you what you need to know here. Am I excited about it? No, but I do believe it's the right play. I think Clippers win this game. I'm gonna say 108, 101. 108, 101 Clips, which I guess falls right underneath the total. So kind of like an under here. 108, 101 Clippers is how I got the last game of the night playing out, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's all, though. We covered everything under the sun. We did it. We did it. Yay. Chris, what you got for sale today over Pick Dogs Premium, buddy?
I got my $15 MLB pickoff play. I unfortunately dropped it yesterday with Arizona, but we won the previous 4 before that. I'm going to bounce back today. Also got a Hoops and Homers 3-pack with my NBA play of the day, which is also for sale, and that MLB pickoff play and a bonus NHL play. And I also got an NHL 3-pack. Bonus MLB play, and I got an NHL 3-pack as well. So make sure that you jump on board. Use that promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase. Hop on with me and Jay, me and Ron, or I'll pair up all 3 of us up for a multi-capper promotion. So definitely check that out. Pick Dogs Premium. Lots of money to be made.
Ron, what you got going on today, bro?
Of course, I got my MLB rundown best bet cashed yesterday with the Nationals first 5. But, you know me as the rundown guy, most of you, but basketball is also having a great season, both college hoops and the NBA combined over 57%, over 57.5% in the 2 leagues. NBA alone, 58.7%, 64 and 45. I cashed my NBA game of the month last night with the Rockets, looking to cash my NBA game of the night tonight on Thursday.
Hop on with Ron the Don Romanelli and continue to do the damn thing, ladies and gentlemen. For me today, I will have probably a smaller card, probably just 2 games for me tonight, both in the NBA. So I have my NBA play of the night. You guys can scoop up over at Pick Dogs Premium. We did drop it last night. Looking to bounce back though. So it's been that type of run for me right now. It's like extremely hot one day, completely cold the next. Fortunately, yesterday was the cold day, so that means today's the heater. Let's do the damn thing today, ladies and gentlemen. And no, this is not true. This is not true. In all games I talked about today, I talked about what they did in the postseason. The Pistons have thoroughly controlled game 1 and game 2 through most of it against the Knicks. I said that. The Thunder, they blew out the Grizzlies in game 1 and game 2. That's me talking about playoff basketball. And then the Clippers and the Nuggets, I said the Clippers, even being in Denver, I felt like outplayed the Nuggets with they plays. They've played 9 quarters. I feel like the Clippers have played the better basketball in 7 of those 9. So I have talked about playoff basketball, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to completely forget what happened in the regular season. I still will bring up the regular season. You look at all of it and you formulate a puzzle piece, my guy. Money making Thursday, though. Let's do the damn thing, man. Let's make some money today. Parlay time. Romanelli already gave y'all the worst parlay known to man. So,
well, listen, I have an offer for you, sir. We already got a half bet going for the Senators. I say we go double or nothing. Knicks, half bet. And if one of the other of us wins both games, that person gets 2 hats. If we split, we just call it a push.
Pistons, Maple Leafs tonight?
Mm-hmm.
I can get with it. Let's do it.
All right. I'm getting 2 new hats.
We shall see. We shall see. Chris, what you got for me parlay tonight, man?
He sounds better this way.
He does, honestly.
Both of you shut up. Let's go with the Rangers. Let's go with the Jets and the Lightning.
I'll go with Mariners run line. I'll go Pistons plus 1.5. Maple Leafs money line. And the Giants in 14.
Knicks, Senators. Tooth Fairy parlay.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Have y'all a great day. NFL draft tonight, man. I hope your team has the worst draft in the history of the draft. I hope my team has the best draft ever. I can't wait to see where Travis and Shador go.
So you wouldn't want Dallas to take Shador at 12? No?
We have our quarterback.
Who is he?
His name is Dak Prescott.
Oh, God, I thought you said quarterback.
Fair. Yeah, I want receiver. I want McMillan or I want
McMillan, to me, looks like just a Pro Bowler waiting to happen.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence about who I think he is. On one side, he could be like a Mike Evans. On the other side, he could be like a. For me, my perfect comp of him right now, I still haven't done too much work on like who I really think he is, but I would say off the top of my head, I feel like he's like the guy in Indy. What's his name?
Pittman.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like he's like a Pittman or maybe like a Drake London. That's like the off the top comp for me in my head. Maybe I'm wrong.
He's bigger than London, but
I wouldn't mind a big outside receiver, kind of let CD really roam that slot area. We get our quarterback back who don't lose in division. This might be the year. You don't hear nobody talking about us.
the Eagles are probably just going to win it again.
No, fuck them. Can't wait to see how it all play out, man. We'll talk about it tomorrow, I'm sure. Costy's going to be here, so be prepared for a 2-hour show. Check out the wraparound. Check out the rundown. Check out the jam session. Check out 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. Check out everything we got going on over at the YouTube channel. Check out the drive-thru tonight. That's it. That's all. Any final words from you boys before we get out of here?
Go Sens, go.
Oh, shush.
Let's go Knicks. Vamos Knicks.
You talk too much.
Ottawa, Chihuahua, Chiapui. Maple Leafs in 4. I couldn't think of a final one, man. I tried to think
Ottawa,
of one.
Chihuahua. Ha 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 ha. Maple.
Man, we'll see you tomorrow, man. We out of here.